Discover the 3 secret questions that make women chase high-value men. Do you ever feel like you're always the one chasing while she plays hard to get? What if I told you there are just 3 simple secret questions that can flip the script, making her the one who is pursuing you? These questions tap into the deep psychology of attraction. When used the right way, they make women unable to resist chasing after you. You'll no longer feel like you're chasing something unattainable. If you're ready to unlock the secret to making women desire you, then stick around, because you're about to discover something powerful. Section 1. The power of curiosity. Let's start with something fundamental: curiosity. Curiosity is a powerful driving force in human interaction, and when it comes to women, it plays an even more significant role. You see, women are naturally curious creatures, and they thrive on learning more about a person, particularly when that person seems intriguing. The first secret question you need to know is designed to stir that curiosity and draw her in. Here's what you ask her. What's something about you that most people don't know but should? At first glance, this might seem like just another deep question, but it's much more than that. You're not asking her the usual, "What do you do?" or "Where are you from?" questions that she hears all the time. This question requires her to think and engage with you on a deeper level. It forces her to go beyond small talk and reveal something she doesn't typically share. Why does this work so well? Most men only scratch the surface with their conversations. They stick to the safe, easy topics because they're afraid to dig deeper. But when you're a high-value man, you're not afraid to push past the surface. Women crave connection, and this question gives you a direct line to that connection. It makes her stop and think, and in doing so, she begins to view you as someone who sees her, someone who is genuinely interested in the things that others overlook. The moment you ask this question, she'll start thinking about you differently. It won't be a casual conversation anymore. It will become something more intimate, something memorable. Here's the secret. Women chase after men who make them feel seen and heard. When she feels like you've touched on a part of her that no one else has, she won't be able to stop thinking about you. Take your time with this question. Don't rush her response. Let the silence do the heavy lifting if needed. The more time she spends thinking about her answer, the more invested she becomes in the interaction. You're not just making small talk anymore. You're creating a lasting impression. Section 2. The question that challenges her. Now that you've piqued her curiosity, it's time to turn up the heat a little bit. The next question is about challenging her, and this is where the magic truly begins. Women are attracted to men who challenge them, men who aren't easily impressed. If you can introduce a subtle challenge into the conversation, you'll become the guy who stands out from the rest. The second question to ask is, what do you think makes you stand out from other women? Think about it. When was the last time a man asked her to justify what makes her special? Most guys are too busy trying to impress her, complimenting her on the same thing she's heard 100 times before. But not you. You're making her stop and think about what truly makes her unique. Here's the key to this question. You're subtly telling her that not every woman catches your eye. You're not impressed by just anyone, and she has to show you why she's different. This puts her in a position where she now feels like she needs to prove herself to you. Suddenly, she's working to gain your approval instead of you chasing hers. This dynamic is powerful because it flips the typical interaction on its head. Most men are so focused on winning her over that they forget to make her want to win them over. By asking this question, you've established yourself as a man with standards, someone who's not going to settle for just any woman. Women are naturally drawn to men who they feel are selective, and this question makes her think about how she can stand out in your eyes. Let her answer fully, and whatever she says, don't rush to agree with her. Keep a calm, neutral tone and maybe even question her a bit further. Keep that mystery alive. The moment she feels intrigued by you, that's when the chase begins. She'll want to unravel the mystery that is you, and this desire to figure you out will keep her coming back. Section 3. The future-oriented question. Now that you've stirred her curiosity and challenged her, it's time to introduce the concept of vision. The third question shifts gears a little, and this one shows her that you're a man with a vision for the future. Vision and more. Importantly, her vision. Women are incredibly attracted to men who have a sense of purpose, a man who is going somewhere in life. But here's where you make it even more powerful. You make her think about her future and where she's headed. Here's what you ask her. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? At first glance, this might seem like a simple, straightforward question, but don't be fooled by its simplicity. This question does more than just make her think about her goals. It taps into her future aspirations and her subconscious desire for security and direction. Most men are too caught up in the present moment, trying to be fun or cool in the now. But a man who asks about the future? That's a man who's already ahead of the game. When you ask her about her future, she starts picturing it. And whether she realizes it or not, she's also going to start picturing you in that future. This is where things get interesting. You've now moved beyond the superficial level of attraction. You've started creating an emotional connection because now she's associating her future success with the conversation she's having with you. Women want to be with men who have a vision. By asking her this question, you're subtly letting her know that you're not just thinking about tonight, you're thinking long-term. This is incredibly attractive to women who are tired of men who only care about short-term flings. Now, she's not only attracted to you, she's starting to see you as a man who could be part of her life in a meaningful way. Section 4. The question that reflects value. Let her see your standards. The next question is about conveying your own high value without being arrogant. This question is about setting the standard, showing her that you're a man of worth who doesn't settle for less. Here's the question. What's the most important thing you look for in someone you spend time with? Notice how this question is framed. It's not about her specifically. It's about the standard she holds others to. But the truth is, as she answers, she's also revealing what she thinks about you. By asking this, you're showing that you're not a man who lets just anyone into his circle. You're selective and you value your time. This question makes her think about the qualities that make someone worthy of spending time with, and in doing so, she'll start thinking about whether or not she meets your standards. It's a subtle but powerful shift. She's no longer wondering if you like her. Now she's thinking about whether she's good enough for you. This dynamic is incredibly attractive because high-value men are rare. Most men are eager to please, but when you flip the script and show that you're the one choosing who gets to be in your life, women will start to chase after that exclusivity. They'll want to prove that they belong in your world. Section 5. The question that opens up playful banter, injecting fun. Not every conversation has to be serious and deep. In fact, one of the most attractive traits a man can have is the ability to keep things fun and light. This question is designed to add a playful element to the interaction, keeping things exciting and unpredictable. Ask her, what's the craziest thing you've ever done for fun? This question takes the conversation in a new direction. It invites her to share a fun, adventurous story, and it also gives you the opportunity to engage in some playful banter. Women love a man who can make them laugh and who knows how to keep things exciting and spontaneous. By asking this, you're showing her that you're not just a serious, goal-driven guy. You know how to have fun too. This balance between seriousness and playfulness is what keeps her intrigued. She'll never know what to expect from you, and that's exactly what keeps her chasing. Plus, this type of question opens the door for you to share your own stories, creating a sense of shared adventure. Section 6. The vulnerability question, creating an emotional bond. Now it's time to go deeper. Emotional connections are the foundation of long-term attraction, and this question is designed to create that bond. Most men are afraid to get vulnerable, but high-value men know that vulnerability, when used correctly, can be a powerful tool for attraction. Ask her, what's something you've always wanted to do but have been afraid to try? This question goes beyond the surface and taps into her fears, dreams, and insecurities. When a woman feels comfortable enough to share her vulnerabilities with you, that's when the emotional connection starts to form. And here's the key: don't just listen to her answer. Relate to it. Share your own vulnerabilities and show her that you're not just a tough exterior, you're human too. This level of openness and emotional depth is what creates lasting attraction. When she feels like she can be real with you, she'll chase after that emotional bond, because it's rare to find someone she can be truly vulnerable with. Section 7. The confidence question, empowering her inner strength. Women are attracted to men who bring out the best in them, and this question is all about empowering her. It's not just about attraction, it's about showing her that you value her as a strong, independent individual. Ask her, what's the biggest challenge you've overcome in your life? This question does two things. It shows that you're genuinely interested in her personal growth, and it gives her an opportunity to reflect on her own strength. Most men are too focused on superficial compliments, but when you show interest in her challenges and accomplishments, you're tapping into something much deeper. You're showing her that you value more than just her appearance. You value her resilience, her ability to overcome adversity. This is the kind of conversation that creates a meaningful connection and makes her see you as more than just another guy. Section 8. The ambition question, aligning with her goals. Finally, let's talk about ambition. High-value men are ambitious, and they seek out women who are driven as well. This question is about discovering her aspirations and aligning yourself with them. Ask her, what's your biggest goal for the next year? This question isn't just about small talk. It's about showing her that you're a man who cares about the future and is driven to achieve great things. By asking about her goals, you're opening the door for a conversation about your own ambitions, creating a space where you both can share your visions for the future. Women are drawn to men who are going places, and when she sees that you're interested in her goals and that you have big goals of your own, she'll start to see you as someone worth investing in emotionally. Section 9. The passion question, uncovering her deep interests. A woman's passions reveal what truly excites and motivates her. High-value men know that tapping into someone's deeper interests creates a bond that superficial conversations never could. When you ask the right question, you unlock an emotional connection that can't be ignored. Ask her, what's something you could talk about for hours without getting tired? This question takes the conversation beyond surface-level interests like work or hobbies. It allows her to express what she's most passionate about, what lights her up. When she shares something close to her heart, you're no longer just some guy she's talking to. You become the person who gets her, the one who's genuinely interested in what makes her tick. The best part? When a woman shares her passions with you, she becomes more invested in the interaction. She'll associate the good feelings she has about her passion with the time she spends with you, making her want to continue the conversation and see where things could go. Don't just stop at listening. Engage deeply with her answer. Ask more questions, share your thoughts, and even relate to her passion if possible. The more she feels understood and valued for what truly matters to her, the more she'll be drawn to you. Section 10. The Values Question. Understanding what truly matters. Women are attracted to men who not only know their own values, but who are also curious about hers. The deeper the alignment in values, the stronger the connection. That's why the next question is about digging into what she believes, her core principles and life philosophies. Ask her, what's the one value you think is the most important to live by? This question takes the conversation to a profound level. Instead of talking about casual topics, you're now discussing life principles and moral beliefs. It shows that you're a man who thinks deeply about what truly matters and that you're curious if she shares similar views. By exploring her values, you're showing that you're not just interested in the surface. You care about what drives her as a person, what she stands for. And here's the secret. When a woman feels like her values are understood and respected, she'll feel a stronger emotional pull toward you. This type of question also sets the stage for a deeper connection. Women don't just want to date a man who's good-looking or fun to be around. They want someone who shares similar beliefs and visions for life. When you tap into her values, you open the door to a meaningful relationship. Conclusion: a bond beyond the surface. Now you have 10 powerful sections that go beyond the surface level, tapping into curiosity, mystery, vision, and deep emotional connection. These questions aren't just about casual conversation. They're about making a woman chase you by creating a bond that's deeper than most interactions she's ever had. Use these questions wisely, and you'll be the man she can't stop thinking about, the man she'll chase.